Hello everyone, and today we're back for another top 5 video, and today we're going to be talking about the top 3 Polut Corp Loomians in all of Loomian Legacy. This will probably be one of the shortest top 5 videos of all time, mainly because there are only 3 Loomians you can find in this route. So with that out of the way, let's head right onto this list. So, number 3 onto this list is going to be Protagon. Now, I know that Protagon isn't a Loomian that you necessarily find in the route, but it is the story mode Loomian for the Polut Corp, so I am going to count it onto this list. Now, the fact that Protagon is in the final spot, or in the worst spot on this list, doesn't show how good it actually is, because this is honestly a decent Loomian. Despite it being one of the worst roamers in Loomian Legacy, this is still a really good roamer. With the Analyze ability, you can get the +1 range attack. You have very good coverage that can hit a ton of different Loomians. This is a Loomian that can also hit Gardrone, Obsidian, and Stratosaur super effectively. It can even hit Eclipse super effectively, which is awesome. Its coverage options are awesome. There is one flaw with Protagon, though, and the reason why it is on the worst spot of this list. It's exploited really easily, and a lot of people make their sets specifically for the Protagon to get a melee attack boost. And while it does have Electro Punch and Steel Crusher, its melee attack is not as high as its ranged attack, so it can never be used to its full advantage. Which kind of sucks because Protagon is a very good Loomian, and with Deja Vu, it can be extremely dangerous as well, but it falls onto this list mainly because of how exploited Protagon is. It's still a very solid Loomian despite only being number 3 on this list. Number 2 onto this list is going to be Gardrone. Now, there are a couple reasons why I have Gardrone over Protagon. Reason number 1 is that its clutch ability with Accelerate can make Gardrone extremely dangerous. After a Rainfall Plushie boost and the clutch ability, you could actually be a very devastating late game sweeper because of your coverage. Gardrone has amazing coverage. Probably the best coverage out of any Loomian on this list. And all the Loomians on this list have amazing coverage. Not to mention, Gardrone hits extremely hard. It has over 130 ranged attack, which is insane. And it also has extremely good coverage options like Fire Breath, Thunder Strike, Metal Blast, Deep Freeze, Frost Beam. You can even run Raging Flame as like a defensive option. This Loomian is really good. The biggest flaws with Gardrone is that without the Accelerate boost, it doesn't outspeed anything. Not to mention that a lot of people know how to not make a Gardrone pop off, because if you're just neutral to the hits, you can usually live one hit without the Rainfall Plushie boost. So yeah, it's very hard to fully utilize Gardrone and get it going. But if used right, Gardrone can be absolutely devastating, and it deserves number 2 on this list. The best Polut Corp Loomian in all of Loomian Legacy is Hunder. This one was pretty easy. Hunder makes the number 1 on the spit, and while it is slower than Protagon, the reason why Hunder is number 1 is because it has better coverage. It has Blaze Chomp, Mega Chomp, Chili Chomp, and Thunder Chomp, which is awesome. It can even run Rough Up if you really want it to as well. Has Sharpen, so if you run a very nimble Hunder, you could set up a Sharpen, and it can be very dangerous. Now, Hunder may be one note, meaning that there's kind of really only one set to run, the Sharpen set or just the 4 Chomp set. But despite that, it does its role really well. It's an awesome late game cleaner, and while it is priority bait because it is weak to Quick Punch, it's still a very good Loomian to use in the late game because of that awesome coverage. And if you use Power Jaws, you hit harder than Protagon without the +1 range attack boost. Yes, the +1 range attack Protagon does more damage than Power Jaws Hunder. But with Power Jaw Hunder, you're never going to get exploited. You have that damage the whole time. And that's why Hunder is better than Protagon on this list. And honestly, all of the Loomians are very close together, but Hunder just barely makes number 1 on this list. And here it is, Hunder, the best Polut Corp Loomian in all of Loomian Legacy. This is definitely the shortest top 5 video of all time, only barely going over 5 minutes. So yeah, hopefully the next top 5 video will be a lot longer, especially if we talk about Route 8 next. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!